We good? Oh, come on. What in the world?
Hello everybody, and welcome to Speed Force Racing GP2. I'm James or Cadwell. Sorry for the little delay tonight we've had. My PlayStation just froze on us for a second there, but we are back. We are fine now, and we are here with the Spanish Grand Prix. And alongside me tonight, as always, is Logan.
Buenos dias, amigo.
Buenos dias.
I know speaking españoles. Señores y señores. No. Yeah, apparently Sony doesn't want us to show this.
No.
According to Cadwell.
Yeah.
But we're here and
froze on me.
Cobalt is on his... Yeah, it froze and he's on his lap right now. Cobalt is on his lap. And actually someone spun off. It's Bossy has spun off. Not a good start. But, you know, 15 minutes left in the session. He's got all day.
He has.
Oh, he's struggling though. Someone else went off. Calvin's went off on his outlap. That's not a good way to do it.
It's not. It's not indeed.
But yeah, we are here with the Spanish Grand Prix today. Well, I say Grand Prix, it's only half distance. Half a Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Would you like to go over the standings for me, please, in GP2?
I can do, as we're... So here we go then with your standings for GP2. As you can see, we've so far done 5 rounds, and it is X Gamer leading on 61 points. Second is Mackit on 54. Third is Omag on...
Omegs.
So Omeg, so I don't know what's going on with me today. Anyway,
I'll help you, man.
On 46 points, then we have Cassidy 4th, Luke Bailey 5th, Senna Martin 6th, Cobalt in 7th, Ray in 8th, Morris in 9th, Evanelli in 10th. Serge
he's not here tonight.
No, he's not. Serge in 11th, Chris in 12th, 13th is Lord Alum. Calvin Rob is in 14th, 15th is Quintin, Swabe should be 16th, is 16th, sorry, 17th is
Magna Teverico.
Okay.
Magna Teverico.
Magna Teverico, okay, in 17th. 18th is TCF Old Boy. And then we have 19th Ross G, and 20th we have Todd Matteo, I think they say. I'm going to say it anyway, but I don't think they say it is. Yeah, Matteo. So there you go.
And in the constructors, Renault, after a brilliant haul in the Netherlands with 35, now take the lead with 89. Williams trail with 75. Then it's McLaren with 62. Alfa Romeo with 55. Racing Point with 52. Haas with 46. Ferrari with 41. Just like real life. Red Bull with 34, Mercedes in 9th for 27, and AlphaTauri at the bottom with just 24. At least all of them are at least 20 points. Unlike real life, Williams would probably score minus 10 by now. That's true.
Probably.
As Senna sets the fastest lap of 1:15.284, that is 1/40th of a second quicker than Rai. Of course, Senna are admin tonight. No advantage though.
No advantage at all. Let's just see who else is on a lap. I'm just going to have a look.
But how about we go over the history of this track? This will be the 30th year. 30 years this track has hosted a race. It has changed layout over the course of these years. In 1991, there wasn't that flat-out second DRS zone in Sector 2. It was actually a chicane section there. And I think there was another chicane there when, in 1984, after what happened with Ayrton Senna. Of course, there was this large curve there at the beginning of Sector 3, which has changed, where the Circuit de Barcelona logo is. And then, of course, we had the infamous chicane at the end of the lap in 2007, which nobody likes, but it's there for safety reasons and nothing else. I think the chicane would stay if it was much better placed, but they're not going to do that.
They're not.
They are revamping it in 2021, the beginning of the third sector again. They're reshaping it. We'll see how that goes in May.
We will.
Yeah, very historic track.
We will. We will indeed. I think it's one of the corners they're making a bit wider. I think that's what they're doing. So.
This track's been home to infamous moments like 1996, the infamous rained out Spanish Grand Prix won by Michael Schumacher. In 2001, Mika Hakkinen lost his engine on the final lap, gifting Michael Schumacher the win. Of course, Fernando Alonso became the first Spaniard to win at home in 2006, and then he did it again in 2013. He also did it in Valencia in 2012. And then, of course, Pastor Maldonado won in 2012, and Max Verstappen, the youngest ever driver at 18 to win in Formula 1 here in 2016. But back to the virtual world, as we see all the drivers attempting to set a lap. We have 12 on the list right now. Bossy about to set his lap, and he goes 12th. 2.8 seconds off the pace. Some drivers coming in for their second tour.
Let's have a look where else we've got. Cobalt going into the last corner, but I think he's just on an in lap. And yes, he is.
Weird, he had 0 lap old tires. Guess he didn't like them.
No. So as you were saying, the gap is very close at the top.
Cassidy about to finish his lap. No, he's invalidated, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
We should be looking at... There's not much going on. Schwabe's on 2 lap old softs, and he's already invalidated.
Lord Allen just set a purple Sector 2 for him, so let's see what he does.
I'd just like to also be aware of the pit lane entry. There is a bollard there which has been knocked off. You cannot go past the bollard, or you will be given a penalty by the stewards. And this will be watched very closely tonight, I can tell you right now. So remember to save your race, people. I'm riding the fastest.
He does indeed. There, let's see who else is on the lap.
1/20th of a second, and as we see a car spin off, it is the Alfa Romeo of, I believe it is Alam. Yes, Alam has spun off. Don't think he was on a lap though, but still, not very good if you're wanting to get back in the pits in a hurry. There's a yellow flag. Oh geez. That is Bossy again at the same section, spun off. A case of deja vu. I've just been in this place before. I'm sorry, I had to get that out.
No, that's fine.
The unusual thing about this track is the strategies do vary. Some people you can see are on the softs, but as you can see, Rai, who is in the lead, is on mediums. It's very middle ground. If you go on the softs, you may have to do 2 stops, but if you think you can do hards for a long period of time, go for it. You can do the 1 stop. But if you go into mediums, it's the safe bet to go the mediums if you want to go the 1 stop, a medium hard strategy. Because if you do make the top 10, you must start on the tyre you used to set your time. I can see. Oh, go on.
I'm just saying Ross just completed a lap there, but yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I think it's...
And Calvin! Sorry, Calvin, 3 thousandths short. Very unfortunate. Not to get pole position. Provisional pole position.
Yeah.
As you were saying?
No, I'm just saying it would be interesting to see what strategy, the not top 10 when we do get that go for. Because I would say personally I would start on the medium tyres around here and see how that goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
In my race, I started on the softs. I was 5th fastest. I was only 5th fastest because everyone was going medium. And I got shoved off by Alfie, which to be honest is forgivable because of how argy-bargy you can get at the start. And I fell down to 12th. And then the safety car came out when Alfie crashed. Ironic. And Senna coming around the final corner, I'll continue on it later, does not improve. 16 thousandths down. As I was saying, the safety car came out in lap 3, so I instantly went to pit for mediums, but that meant I had to go soft, medium, hard. And it's just the safety car. It shows how the safety car can twist up the whole race. It can affect your strategies, and it's not as bad as NASCAR though. If a caution comes out in the final few laps of a NASCAR race, you know you're in trouble.
You do, yeah.
But that's not NASCAR, so we're fine. Who is coming around the final corner? I believe it would be Schwabe. Nope, he's given up. Oh my word, he's spun in the pit lane. You're not supposed to drift in the pit lane, mate. You're not watching Initial D all of a sudden, are you? As Motts is going for a fast lap. What happened?
X Gamer has spun it as he enters the DRS straight there, the second DRS straight.
Yikes! He's got to be careful not to cause. Well, it's ghosting's on. I don't think we should mention that. Mott's coming around the final corner to set a time. It's looking really good. It's pole position provisionally. 23 thousandths ahead, and Motts Matteo, who's just came on the scene, is making his mark here in GP2. I think he has.
Yep, he is indeed, and so is Morris. He's just gone up to 3rd here with a 15.3.
Look how close these times are!
15.2, sorry.
The top 5 separated by 1/20th of a second. 1/20th of a second. And the 6th is not far off. It's 1/12th of a second, pretty much.
Yep.
It is insane. Yeah, it'll be 1/12.
Yeah. It is insane.
Imagine a GB1's going to be close. If you thought esports was close, then check this out.
And it's very surprising as well that you think about it, that from 1st all the way down to 16th is only 9/10.
That's insane.
It is. I think we've had to practice for tonight.
Yeah, if only real F1 was this close. Come on, guys, get up your game and get better than Mercedes. It's not Mercedes' fault that they're that good, because the others can't catch up. Sad but true. This coming from a man that idolised Michael Schumacher as a kid. Morris has not set a good lap. On my screen, Omega has glitched out for some reason. Oh, it's back now. And now it's showing me an image of grass. Very pixelated grass. I don't know why it does this, Codemasters. Come on, sort it out. As there has been...
Cobalt X in the final corner now. He's going to come to the line. Not probably going to set a quick time. Is he going to set a quick time? He is. He goes pole.
It is! Wow!
I wasn't expecting that.
You did reverse psychology. You said, oh, he's not going to be fast. And then look at that. Boom! Up at the top. 1:15.047. 0.16 seconds ahead of Motts. Now that is setting a statement. He has not had a good season until the Netherlands. He managed to get second place for the first time on the podium. That's actually good enough for 7th though. He's got 24 points. No, Morris has gone top. The times are tumbling.
14.8.
And he did it on 3-lap old softs. What? 3-lap old softs? That can't be right. It says it's fitted on my screen, 3-lap old softs.
That's what it says to me.
I don't know what this guy's on, but it's sure not pretty. I think that might hinder him. As the rest of them are about to set their last stint. Now, the question is, will Rye get to the line in time? Because he still's got to get to the line in time.
I think he will.
30 seconds. And he's also got to take into account, is anyone going to be in front of him? He doesn't want that. He's racing, desperately trying to get to the line. Mansell goes second. I thought he retired long ago.
Well done to Quintin, F1 Quintin there goes up to 4th with a 1:15.061.
Rye does cross the line in time, so we're going to go on board with him. Cobalt cannot improve on 3rd place. Motts Matteo is stuck in 5th for now. Rye, for all the marbles, well, I see for all the marbles, for all the qualifying marbles, because the race is for all the marbles, you see. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2. Some of the cars are going too slow.
Mackett has just crossed the line and goes provisional first at the moment with a 14.7.
14.765! And Rye's invalidated! So he'll be stuck in at least 9th, and he spun off! Oh jeez, he's had a horrible crash. Regardless, you will be starting in 10th. He might not even start in the top 10. Well, and there's another car gone off. I believe Lord Allen stopped on the side of the track. I don't think that's in the rules, but then again, I know. I think that's it. I think that is qualifying over. Yes, that is it. Unless, no, Cassidy's not doing that. It's over. It's Mackett on pole. And boy, does he need that. Boy, does he need that. Last week we had confusion of whether he was at the front or at the back. We know today he's starting at the front again. 2 wins under his belt. He wants to make it free. He's won in even races. He's won in the 2nd and the 4th races. Could he win the 6th? It'll be interesting if he does. If he wins, he does take the championship lead, except if X Gamer gets the fastest lap. If they actually, yeah, if neither of them get the fastest lap, they'll be tied on points. But Mackett will have 3 wins to X Gamer's 1. And oh, they turned the thing off.
And there we go. That's qualifying done.
Why does it say for Meg's screen he's on GP3?
I don't know.
Wait, does his points carry over from GP3? What? I don't understand.
Well, there you go. So it's Mackett pole, Morris 2nd, Mansell 3rd, Calvin 4th, Senna 5th, 6th is Cobalt, Quintin in 7th, Swabe in 8th. There we do. So there's your top 8 anyway. And then we have
Motts Matteo, Rye. Rye will still have to. Well, actually, he set his best on the mediums, so he has to start on the mediums. This will be interesting to see him start from 10th on the mediums, because all the others in the top 10 have started on the softs.
Yeah, there you go. It says Omeg. Oliver in the chat says Omeg has been promoted, so there you go.
So does points carry over, but because Beasts doesn't carry over.
Doesn't it?
Beast's points don't carry over, so why does Omega have 46 if he's just joined?
Oh, because that's... Well, he's third, but it says he has a GP3 on his name. Let's check with GP1. Where are we looking at? Beast. Maybe because Beast only joined with 2 races gone. I generally don't know on that one.
I find it weird. I don't think they should be promoting people during the league, except if it's very early. But, you know, I guess that's the trouble with having separate tiers.
So the tyre strategy is soft, medium, medium, or soft, medium, hard, is what the game's saying anyway. Around here, and we look at the tyres now, everybody from 10th down to 20th have gone for the medium tyres, which is interesting.
Yep. You have what we call a 9-11 split. 9 on softs, 9-11 on mediums. Oh no. I'm gonna get so much hate mail for that. You're only gonna be going one stop if you go in medium hard, or if you're going very gutsy and go soft medium hard, but I don't think anyone's gonna do soft hard, as Mackett is escorting the 19 others behind him towards the front straight. The start of the race. Did you know that Catalonia hosted a rallycross event here, but they did the track in reverse? Very weird. Yeah, they did the track in reverse. They did the, you know, the chicane section. They used that as part of the rallycross course, and it was very weird.
I bet it was. Yeah.
It's in Project Cars 2.
Oh, okay.
Do not buy Project Cars free.
Okay. I've not had Project Cars free yet, no.
Don't buy it.
Right.
So here we go then.
Just waiting for the last lot to get into position, and then we'll be underway with the 33 laps we have for you tonight here at Spain. Catalonia, of course.
Don't forget the 5 red lights.
Just waiting for the game.
All is set. Here we go.
Just waiting for the game now to... Here we go then. As they're all on now, the 5 red lights are about to get underway here for GP2.
Vamos!
And we are. And away we go. Down to corner 1 they go now then to all 20 cars. Looking good at the moment for Mackett in the lead. It looks like Mansell's going to take Morris for second here. But no, he's not.
It's getting very packed into the first corner. I see some damage being flown around. Williams has gone off the track. How is everyone else doing coming around?
Oh, we've got a car off in the background.
It's Quinton. Quinton has went off. And that's not good news for Mackett. Mackett's got to do... He's got to carry all the work for the team. Flabbergasted on that there. We already saw the tyre strategies. It's showing them up again on my screen. Looks like the leaderboard has not messed up for once, which is a good thing. And there's another car at Schwab. And Mercedes' bad luck continues. As the McLaren will take that position very nicely. But it looks like Mackett's still holding on to the lead, and he's pulling away from Mansell as much as he can. And that's Gamer. Gamer is off. Gamer, the championship leader, and this means his championship is highly in jeopardy. That is good news if you're Mackett. What's happened to Mackett? Mackett has had trouble. Has he?
No, it's just the game glitching again.
Ah, stupid game. Stop giving me a heart attack. And Schwab has got a penalty for speeding the pit lane. Right, I think's went off the track, is he?
He has. He's back on now.
No damage, but don't know what happened there. 4 cars in the pit lane. Ignore the leaderboard, folks. Surge is not in the lead. On my screen anyways, I'm not sure if it's the same for you.
Yeah, same for me.
Oh, okay. That explains it. His Mackie goes a little wide on that curb. Comes down to this hard braking point that enters into sector 3.
There you go. Now we should be fine now with the
yeah,
there you go.
Good now.
There you go, back to normal now.
Quinton looks like he's catched up with the rest of them, and Ross has had an off. Back up to the front though. DRS now enabled.
The closest battle on the circuit at the moment is Xander right behind Omegs. It is here. 4P number 9 is the closest one we have on circuit.
P number 9, that sounds like how many times I pee. Sorry.
It's fine.
It just sounds weird.
It's fine.
Magna is watching on the background, waiting for something to happen, and we have an... Is that Bossy again? Bossy, what is it with you in that turn? He spun off at the same place, just after turn 4, 3 times in a row, and his tyres are absolutely roasting. He is the inverse of TRL Limitless. His rears are at 110 degrees above 0 Celsius. It's just... I don't know what has been going on with Bossy today, and around turn 4, and he crashed again. And he's retired on track. Isn't that against the rules?
I think so.
Surely that's against the rules. If a safety car comes out, this is going to highly affect the race, and the soft runners are going to have to pit already. Doesn't look like safety car's coming out yet.
He did put in the chat earlier, just after qualifying finished, I think I want to go down to Gp4, because when he looked at his time compared to everyone else.
That's not the attitude to go with. Just go with it as... Just go for it, no matter what league you're in. I mean, yeah, this is a tough track, I get it, but there's no need to unleash your rage. Manto's in DRS range right now. There is no safety car, thankfully. Well, I think he'll get off with a lighter punishment, to be fair.
He will.
They shouldn't have been acting like that, in my opinion. I think it was very... Yes, it can be very frustrating around this circuit, but there is no need to throw a tantrum.
He just said, just got taken out in my corner. So there you go.
And there's another car off. It's X Gamer again. X Gamer having a nightmare of a day here in Spain. You cannot spell Spain without pain. You don't even need to look twice to even see it. It reminds me of one of those Price is Right bloopers where they showed a prize which was a trip to Spain, and the fan that displayed the word Spain showed pain instead of Spain, and I don't know why. It's true. I could show you the clip. Mansell is closing up to Mackett. Mansell is a reserve, I think.
Let me have a look.
Is he? Wait, is he? Not from my league. Or it might be it might be a different name.
It might be.
He's an alpha. So it's not Luke. It has to be reserve then.
Yeah, Luke's not here tonight, so it's probably Luke's reserve.
This could be a case of George Russell. As the pit window for the soft runners open, they'll be going on the mediums, and then they'll maybe going on the mediums or the hards, depending on how they want to play it. Cobalt has went into the pits. He wants to pit now, apparently. Now, we did say... Who was the driver that had... I think he might have been the one. Who was the driver that was running on free lap hold and softs?
I think it was him.
Never mind. It probably was. There is a battle for 9th going on. And it is actually 8th. Xander, Omegs, and Magna. Xander is a competitor in GP3. He is reserving for Envy Nelly once again. Ranelli could not make it tonight.
There you go. Mansell moved down from GP1 to GP2 reserve. So there you go. There's your answer. As both of the top 2 pit.
Oh, they're all coming in now. Top 3. Senna's staying out. Senna is staying out. He says, no way, I'm going to go one more. I think I can do one more. Now the pits. Mediums coming on down. What in the world? Oh. Somehow that glitched. Morris is going to hards. Interesting strategy from him. Quinton is coming in now. And he'll be going on the mediums. Mackett rejoins in 9th. 8 seconds behind Rye. As Rye is having a battle with Lord Alam. Oh, and Rob spun off and he's out! He's out of the race! Rob is out of the race. We need to see what happened. Oh, he's retired on track! Again! That's 2 offenders now!
Did he just retire on circuit, or...?
Yeah, Yeah, I saw him spin off, and then he just retire on track. He definitely did spin off. He did not retire in the pit lane. Gamer is still trying to fight his way through, but he is 1 lap down, and they're only 7 laps in.
Here he goes then, Magna. He's too far back at the moment, but he's trying to get past Omeg. There he is.
Oh, he's losing ground there.
And then Lord Alum behind him has Ray right behind him. Or Rye, sorry, right behind him.
I don't understand. Oh, careful now.
He does indeed. Lord Alum makes a little mistake.
This would be a great opportunity to dive. And I do not recommend diving because it's very, very dangerous. It's also very exciting too. Good one for the fans. I like a bit of a dive down what is that turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn 10? Turn 11? Oh, this one that they adjusted like a few years ago.
Yeah. The map, the pictures.
2 fines and 3.
Yeah, the pictures they've showed already for the very quickly. The change of this circuit is turn 10. They're changing turn 10 again. So.
All right, turn 10. As medium runner Cassidy is chasing Senna, who is refusing to pit. He says, "No, I'm going an extra mile. This is a bad idea because their Cassidy's got fresher tires because they last longer, and there takes the lead of the race." Is that a sign that Senna's got to pit now? Because, heck, his teammate has unlapped himself. Xander is feeling hungry. We do know that the mediums last about 13, 14, 15 laps in this circuit. And softs, probably not even half. Softs burner easily here. Schwab is getting so many penalties right now. Xander is getting very close to Senna. This will be the moment. In the DRS zone. Both of them have the DRS unusually. Xander chooses not to take a move. As Motz is chasing him, and so is Omeg. Per Williams chasing a Ferrari. It's like 1996 all over again. That's true.
Yeah, it is.
Is Senna going to pit now?
Yes,
Senna
he
gonna
is.
pit now? Yes, he is. Oh, Xander nearly loses it. He's got the memo from Jeff. Don't know why they're all called Jeff. It's probably coincidence. Motz is also pitted. He's also went 9 laps, and they're going hard. They're doing the one stop, ladies and gentlemen. One stop, bold move. Let's see if it pays off.
Let's see if it does. So,
Calvin tried to move on Morris. What?
I'm just saying in the background, Rye nearly taps the back of Lord Allam again. So,
He's getting very close to him, Rye is.
yeah, he is indeed. And he's every single lap now. He's just trying to go like past him, and there's no real room for him to actually make the move stick or not.
Oh, don't go for a move right now. That's very dangerous. Allam has DRS as well as Rye. Neither tries a move. We'll not be seeing that for a while, considering this train we have. Schwab's went off again. There's still Cassidy that leads by 1.8 seconds. X-Gamer trying to unlap himself here. I mean, I'd do the courteous thing and let him through, but you can't do that. Blue flag rules prevent that. As we are now about to conclude the first third of this race.
One thing about the top 6 that I've just discovered is with Lord Allam and Rye is that Rye is really good on the corners, and then on the straights Lord Allam just pulls away and just has that gap of just too much. So on the corners it's like 0.2, 0.3, and then on the straights it's like 0.6, 0.7.
It's probably a tale of two setups.
Yeah.
Tale of two setups. I use the somewhat of an aggressive setup. Of course, not one setup is identical, and to be fair, I do not recommend copying others. It's pretty much trial and error in my opinion, as Schwab has eventually given up the ghost and quit the race.
And he retires in the pit lane.
Thankfully. See, that's how you retire. You retire in the pits gracefully. You don't just retire on track and be like, okay, I'm out. You don't do that. But yeah, don't just go with the one setup. Just see how it feels, and if you feel like it's good for qualifying and race, etc. Don't use time trial setups. They are horrible on races. Can't overtake or anything. They don't cater to. They don't take tire wear into account, etc. Please, I made that mistake. I don't want you to do it too. As Ross is about to get lapped by Magna and Lord Allam. RG has not had the best race either. Oh, I'm still getting close to Magna for, well, I say fourth, but these guys have got a pit soon. They will be going to hards unless, well, they are going to be going to hards. If Morris and Senna are trying for, well, not Morris. As Magna comes into the pits, he's going to pit early. He's going to undercut. And it's very interesting to see. And Cassidy gets a 5-second penalty for speeding the pit lane. That might be crucial. They are going to undercut for the hards. Yeah. It looks like these will get to the end of the race.
They will.
I've seen people do 30 laps on the softs and on the hards in Catalonia.
Yeah.
So it can be done.
It can. As Daniel agrees with your advice, saying good advice on setup. So there you go.
Sorry to interrupt, we've got a battle with Cassidy and Senna, they've both just come out of the pits actually. Cassidy has, but Senna with the older hards managed to hold off Cassidy. Mott's Mateo is right behind him too.
Ooh, little mistake there from Senna though as he exits the corner.
Big Cass trying to move, no he won't. Big Cass, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get sued by WWE. We're not affiliated with any wrestling promotions.
And now Ray and Omegs come into the pits for their pit stop. So let's see what they're going to do. Yeah, onto the hards as well.
How to run the leak? I wasn't running the leak.
Let's see then what Cassidy can do here then as they come down the straight. Now they do. They're going to go free ride nearly, and Cassidy takes Omegs as well. Very nice move there. Takes Senna and Omegs into corner one there.
Senna's right behind Omegs as well.
He is. I'll be back in a second.
As Magna and Mott's having a battle for the last point position. Through the corner. Side by side still. My word, this is one heck of a battle for 10th position. As Xander and Alam have pitted, Mackett retakes the lead. Cobalt has a penalty. Cassidy would not want a safety car to come near the end of the race, as he would have to serve that penalty in the pits.
He will. I'll be back in 1 second, so you carry on.
Alright. Nothing much is happening right now. I do not know what screen he's on. There have not been much moves made. Referee, and if you don't see anything but I do, I'll let you know. As a big train for 5th. Going all the way down to 11th, I think. Yeah, massive train. They're all trying to weave away from each other so they don't gain any drag. Very smart move from all the drivers. I don't know what's happened, but I think we might have lost. Oh! Omeg's having a bit of a slide. I think we may have lost Cad. Yeah, Cad's went away for a second. Carry you back. There's not been much you missed. Omeg's still trying to chase down Cassidy.
I'm back now.
As Magna gets a penalty. What's happened to Cadwell?
I'm back now.
Apparently apparently one of our stream team said press start then click off at audio glitch. But away from that, there is still a long train going for 5th place. All the way down to 11th, maybe 12th if Calvin gets quicker, and maybe Quinton too, to 11th, who has Riot on the back of him.
He does. As Omegs and Cassidy, and Omegs has hit Cassidy and Cassidy's around.
Oh dear. Cassidy, his race has gone from bad to worse, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, or was it already bad?
So it is Mackett and Mansell who are your top two, separated by 5.5 seconds.
Oh,
yeah.
It's quiet. Okay. We're just told our audio was quiet, so we're being told to turn it up. I think that's what I mean.
Let me have a look. I don't know if I've got anything.
My English gets worse every week. You may notice all the drivers are going towards the pit wall, try and get rid of all the drag reduction from the car in the back, so that they have a less chance of passing. And that's actually a smart move. But I only think you're allowed to go like to the side once, because you're only allowed to make one move to make a defense.
Have a look.
As I type with one hand, with one other on the controller.
Senna closes up to Omegs now, and this is the closest battle on circuit now is for P number 5, but we still do have, of course, as you keep saying, as you have said,
Pit stops.
Pit stops to go for them, but as well we do have 9 all the way up to P number 5 all in a line.
All on hard, so a mixture of soft, it's a mixture of worn, little worn, and nearly new. Top 3 have to pit though, but the question is, where will they come out? It'll be interesting to see. Maybe Mackett will be. Could Mackett come out ahead? Because Morris's tyres are starting to age. He said he'd complete the race on these. If he does, it'll be 25 laps. It can be done, I swear.
If they do
Mackett
pit,
pushing.
if they do pit, I'm just looking now. They'll probably come out if they pit say next lap, they will come out around about 8th or 9th at the moment. So
Yeah, and they'll have their patience tested with this line of cars. He's coming in now. Mackett's coming in the pits now. He thinks he's going 7, 13, 13 on stints. Mansell will inherit the lead, albeit temporarily. He is yet to pit because Cobalt's pitted. This is important. Where will he come out? Morris will be passing him. Here come the pack of hard runners. He comes out ahead. Well, this race just got interesting.
That was a very speedy stop.
Indeed it was. But Mansell yet to pit. He will be falling behind, and he will not like to see Mackett still at the front, with the exception of Morris, who is... Well, this is going to be some battle, isn't it? Warring out hards versus new mediums. But Mackett's got to get through clean. One mistake and it could be over for him. If that long, intimidating train behind him wasn't enough to put the pressure on him, he's got to get past Morris.
And just to say, Mansell still hasn't pitted yet, so he's going to stick it out for probably a couple more laps.
Highly doubt they can last 25 laps on here. I can't remember when I punctured the tyres on mediums. To be fair, if Mansell goes, then again that would be pushing for a safety car if he were to stay out any longer.
I'd say personally, maybe for Mansell, probably looking about another couple, maybe 2 or 3 laps and then coming in at max.
He's surely not. Well, he can't go soft, medium, soft. You only get one set of hard softs. Well, yeah.
That would be what I probably would do, but that's just me.
Mackett closing up to Mackett. Mansell still staying out as he's about to approach the lapped car. Mackett will have a chance to get past Morris here. Oh, this is easy pickings. Oh, careful now. Morris is going to be falling down the order now. If these fresher hard runners catch up on Meggs, has made a mistake, and Senna's going to get past him. Oh, Meggs is going to try and get past him. Oh boy, that was close to call. But he's still in 4th for now, but he has lost a bit of ground on Morris, and in fact the pack behind him have closed up as a result of that. My word.
Indeed.
Still a battle between Ryan and Lord Alam. Oh, Lord Alam's went off he's went wide. And Ryan will take 9th place from Lord Alam, and now Alam is under pressure from Calvin. Calvin trying to get into the points himself. Question is, no, Mansell's still staying out, and he's got past X Gamer, he's lapped X Gamer.
That's just telling you now to Mansell that Mackett is on the quicker tyre now. Well, not the same tyre, but pressure, because you just set the fastest lap of the race now. Mackett has. As here he goes, then does Calvin. Is he going to make it past here? Alum. He has a look into corner 1, and he goes down the inside.
Oh, bit of a bump there.
But doesn't make it through at the moment.
He's going to try here, is he? Surely not. Going round the inside might stick. Much older mediums he's on. He looks like he's gonna going on the softs. Wait, are you sure? Used softs to finish the race? That's asking for trouble.
Let's have a look then at Mansell now. Let's just...
Oh, Alam goes wide again.
have a check.
And gets a penalty.
He's in. Mansell is now in the pits. So he waited 3 extra laps there, Mansell did.
Calvin's got a penalty. Is he gonna go? It is softs. He's went soft, medium, soft. I don't believe it. Wait, did he? Yeah, he did.
He did. And he's dropping way down the order now.
But he is on the freshest of softest tyres. If you imagine, he will be a man on a mission. Calvin and Lalam are still fighting it out for that last points position. Oh, Calvin nearly hits the rear of Alam. As Cassidy has called it quits, he's had enough. He's retired in the pits.
Just go and have a look back further up because the close battle is Magna and Xander now in the top 10. That isn't that right. That isn't that Lord Allen battle.
Motts is also close behind. As Cassidy slowing down. Why do they slow down and go back on the track if they're retiring? Shouldn't they be in the pits?
Yeah, the game. What the game does is it takes it around, say, the first and second corner, and then it retires the car. So
I don't like that.
I don't know why it does it, but it does.
As Mansell's drifted past Motts Mateo very easily. Yes, sir, he is a man on a mission. Magna gets a penalty. Mackett's gap building even better. Motts gets a penalty for cutting the corners too many times. Calvin is on 18 lap old hard mediums. And he's got a puncture. Wait, yeah, that's a puncture, right? Got too greedy on the medium tyres. And he's got to make it all the way back to the pits. And he is struggling to get around. Oh gosh.
That's not good.
Yep.
As Mansell now has overtaken Magna. So he's now going to...
going after Xander.
Yep, and Xander is going after Senna here, so... Let's see there. As X Gamer sets the quickest lap of the race, so 1:17. 2.
X Gamer also on the softs. Alam also on the softs. Very interesting choices. As Mackett laps Ross. I think again. Calvin going in for his stop. He's lost a lot of ground out of that puncture. Oh,
Mackett's made a mistake.
Oh my gosh, Mackett has made a mistake. What happened?
I literally just joined it as he was coming back onto circuit, so I don't know.
I do apologise for that. We will get asking Mackett that after the race. Mansell going after Xander. Mansell wants to get as far as he can up the order. This will be his golden opportunity. Oh, he goes in the rear of Xander. No damage though, it seems. But that was a very interesting moment there. as they all get past Ross.
He does it. People in the chat here, Sai, in the chat says Mansell is going to be at least a second faster than the guys ahead, and then somebody else puts he needs to catch Morris or he's lost P2.
Mackett has made another mistake, and now here comes Mansell on the outside.
What happened to
Very
Mackett?
unusual choice. Mackett went, and Mansell slides a bit. Mackett had a bad exit out of the fast turn, and Mansell was challenging for fourth. But Mackett holds on to fourth for the meanwhile. He's struggling to find a way past Senna.
So we now start 5 laps to go of this race. And it's all up for grabs still for the podiums.
Oh, Mansell battling Xander. Mansell holds on to fifth for now.
But Mackett here now is right on the back of Senna now. It's only 2 tenths. Oh, Lord Allen has retired in the pit lane.
Oh, Lord Allen's had enough. I don't know what happened there, but his day is done. The 5th casualty of the day. Mackett's still trying to find a way past Senna. No luck. Time is running out, lads. As the leaders are forming a big pack. A massive train, and there's not even a safety car.
Indeed. As here he goes then, does Mackett on the back of Senna then. As Morris has just lost the position to Omegs, he has for the lead, but here he goes then, does Mackett down the inside and past Senna he goes there, up into P number 3.
Yeah, so Omegs, who just joined the league, is now ahead of Morris, and there's is that Gamer? Gamer's had an incident there. And Senna has been overtaken by Mansell for 4th. Is it starting to fall apart for Senna? He's on 19 lap old mediums. Morris is on much older hards. Sorry, 19 lap old hards. Morris still trying to find a way past Omegs. Mackett might come back here. Forget that mistake. He'll still have the lead, perhaps. Actually, Omegs has a penalty, so he's. Oh! He bumps Morris at the rear. Now that won't go down well with Morris. He won't like that. As for some reason Senna gets past Mansell. I don't know what happened there. Mackett now gets past Morris for 2nd place, and I think, if we count Omegs' penalty, the lead. He's back in the hunt for the win. And this will be for the championship lead.
Maybe it ended the race then because of that little touch he had on the back of Morris. Maybe that might go to stewards. But
it might, but you don't know. It was
would you class it
touch
just
and go?
Would you class it as just a racing incident then?
I don't know. It's down to the stewards. It was very late braking, yes, but malicious? Not sure. Gotta be careful when you brake though. Here we go. Mansell going for the move on Senna again, but he won't do anything about it. Senna closing up to Omegs. He doesn't even need to overtake him, he just has to stay very close to him. If he does, he will win the race on track. On penalties. Before stewards, and Omegs is spun! Omegs is spun! He has spun out of the penultimate corner. Ow, I fell off my chair. Omegs has lost a lot of positions. And it is all falling apart. Mackett back in the lead. And he's running away with it as Senna is battling Morris. Mansell also in the hunt. On the soft tyres. My word, what a battle this is. Mansell going in the inside of Senna. And he takes it. Very well done from Mansell. But here comes Senna. He's still in this. And they touch again. Mansell gets a penalty for cutting the corner. And now he's behind Senna again.
My goodness me.
What is going on?
I have no idea, but it's gone back and forth for the last like 3 laps now. And I don't know.
Morris' pace is... Is he going to have a fall from grace? Because the tyres are so old now. They're 24 laps old against 21 lap old hards. Against 6 lap old softs around this circuit, make it 7. Final lap.
Yep, here they come then. They are starting the final lap. So it is just quickly to tell you, Mackett, Morris, Senna and Mansell.
Careful, Mansell. And Mansell makes a mistake around that turn.
And Zander now side by side he goes with
Magna and Magna in 5th.
But he must have made a mistake.
Prix is on the outside of Zander. On the outside of Zander. Now on the inside. And does get 6th position. Where is Omegs? He's in a battle with Motz and Zander. Omegs needs to make up enough positions to get to find a way back after that heartbreaking spin out. And he bumps his teammate. And his teammate bumps him. And Motz Matteo has fallen back, but we're going to go back to the lead because Mackett, he did make a mistake late in the race, but he has recovered brilliantly to take the win in Spain. It will be Mackett that wins his 3rd race of the season, and most importantly, the championship lead. Mars 2nd, Senna 3rd, Rai 4th, Mansell 5th, Zander 6th, Omegs 7th after that unfortunate spin out. Motz 8th, Cobalt 9th, Magna 10th. Quinton will not score. He spun out in the first lap and he won't get anything in return. Gamer loses the championship lead, finishing a lap down. Calvin coming across the line, finishing on soft tyres, does not score, and that is your race.
It is indeed a great race there from...
Crazy finish.
It is indeed. Great race. As here's your podium celebrations there for the top 3.
And the champagne.
Yep.
Reminder, we do not condone consumption of alcohol on the streams. We are sober commentators.
Agreed.
I never drink in my life. But anyway, there is your final result. 1st and 2nd were the same. Good job for Rai starting from 10th and finishing 4th. Also to Omegs, despite that final spin. He still managed to get up 7 positions. But it is the day belonging to Mackett, who got the pole, did make a mistake, but managed to recover very well and take the win. Fastest lap, no points, because Lord Alam did not finish the race, and he got it, so by a long way, I think.
Yeah, he did indeed.
Yeah.
So there you go then.
No point.
Yeah, so there you go then. Here's 7th to 20th. I've just shown you it on screen right now. We don't have enough time to go through it, but there it is on the screen right now for you guys as well. Yeah, great race. I will just go back
Invite
in
the interviewers.
I'll just go back in the stream and have a look at the drivers and just see who the top 3 were again, and I'll invite them all for you.
All right. Whew. But now we've got to talk about next week. Next week, oh gosh, me and Cad are looking forward to this one wholeheartedly, I think. We are going to the legend that is Monte Carlo. And it will be at night because we have the budget to hire flood.
They do. I will just get Morris in now because I've invited you over too.
Okay. Oh, he's gone. Oh, evening, Morris.
Oh, Mackett was just putting his microphone in probably. Yeah, just very quickly, can you just check Morris, or I think Liberty will be Mackett as well, just in case your party settings are okay to allow to share your voice. Okay.
Alright, shall we get to the questions then? Mackett, congratulations on your victory. It wasn't easy though. It was not easy. You did make a mistake in the first corner a few laps before the end of the race. But you did make a great recovery to win the race in the end, so very well done to that. Yeah, you did have a bit of a bump with Morris on the final few corners in the final few laps of the race, which maybe looked at the stewards. We do not know. We'll ask Morris about that in a minute, but do you feel that will affect the race result, or do you think that was a bit of an accident? Well, it was very close racing, and to be fair, collisions are bound to happen once in a while, so well, we'll see what they say. If it does get reported, we will ask Morris about it because we did catch it on our stream. But that's your third one of the season. You are now in the lead of the championship, so I've noticed you've won in the second, fourth and sixth races, all evens. So that's something to tell your grandkids about. I've won races all in evens. Yes, it will be crucial, of course, because there are 16 races left. Next week is Monaco, and we'll ask all of you about Monaco at the end of this, because it'll be very, very controversial circuit, that one. But well done on the race win, provisionally, I have to say. Provisionally, of course. I say that for all the time, but still. And good luck for the Monaco race next week. Now we're going to move on to... actually, no, sorry. Does Cadwell have any questions? I can't forget Cadwell.
No, you answered them all.
Oh, that's ironic.
No, that's fine,
to Morris. Started second, finished second, just like Mack had started first and won. But yeah, you were on a... Oh, he's gone. You were on... Am I right in saying you went soft hard, or am I thinking? Yeah, you went soft hard, didn't you?
Soft hard, yeah.
I know they were saying soft hard is durable, but did you think you were going for the win, right? And if you were, do you think soft hard was a bit pushing it for the win, considering that the hard tires lose their grip in the 20s when it comes in? Sorry, in the 20x laps, 20 to 24 lap stage of the stint?
Well, my main reason for going for a one-stop is I've always said to myself that track position is over everything, because if you've got track position, the car behind you has to win and can overtake. And when my hard tyres were worn towards the end and Mackie went for the overtake, I didn't want to challenge because I knew my tyres were worn. But looking back on the previous Grand Prix, where the guys who have done a two-stop, if you come out behind in traffic, you're relying on having a very good second stint to get yourself back up the pack. And that's just something that, as a new league racing driver myself, I don't want to put myself under that pressure to
yes.
Make good laps.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you were playing it conservative, considering that you were on the one stop and these tires wear fast if you don't play your cards right.
Yeah, like every lap I was doing the same thing. Like using tiny bit of rich mix, tiny bit of ERS, just to make sure I kept the gap to the guys behind me consistent, because they were catching me by like a tenth, 2/10 a lap. But I knew that was enough so they wouldn't catch me towards the end, and that I'd have enough left to defend with.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you were going to medium hard, I imagine they'd be going much more flat out, but it looks like your conservation of tyres helped you get second place. You did have the lead briefly, but then when Omegs was in the lead, you had a bump from Mackett, and it did put you off a bit, and you nearly spun out, but you did recover and keep your position, but you did get overtaken in the corner after that. You must have felt a bit of a bump there.
I did feel quite a bit of a bump, but at the end of the day, I did brake a little bit earlier because my tyres were going off, and I didn't want to push it and make a mistake. So towards the end of the race, I was starting to brake a bit earlier into the corners. So I don't think it was anything of Mackett's fault. It was just a bump from behind. Yeah, it did put me off a little bit, but that's just...
Well, I'm glad we got it resolved here, and we don't have to go to the stewards. So, congratulations, Mackett, on the win. He is gone. Unless someone else has a word about Mackett. I highly doubt it, because I didn't see anything Mackett doing wrong today. But back to Morris, let me check what your standing is. I've got myself on the wrong screen here. You are on... Well, you didn't start the first three races. You're now on 40 points. This is a good haul. But of course, there's a long way to go yet. That was your first podium of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's just being consistent. First couple of races, I was really disappointed not to get podiums. Zan thought I messed up my quali lap and didn't really go well in China. I went into the back of tempo, damaged my front wing, so I didn't get the podium there. So I think for me, it's just staying consistent. If I can get P3s, P4s most races, and the occasional win, I believe I can even challenge Mackett for the title. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Let me see. Cad, do you have any questions?
No, you kind of said them all there, but well done on
Gosh, I've
P2.
been kept to do the job.
That's
So
totally
thank
fine.
you for that, Morris. Well done on your second place. It's just a shame it wasn't the race victory for you, but maybe next week it could come. Thank you for that. Now to Senna Martins.
Good evening.
Evening. 5th to 3rd tonight. Giving you your first podium of the season on, what was I have to say, a turbulent start. You had a couple of no points finishes and mid points finishes, but does it feel nice to get your first podium after 6 races in this competition?
Yeah, it does. It's my first podium in SFR since last season in Britain. So yeah, it feels good because this GP2 lads, they're so amazingly quick, and I'm just an average midfield driver this season, so it feels really good to be up here.
Yeah, that will now take you to 43 points. I can't really remember much from Senna. I didn't really keep many tabs from Cad. Do you have any questions for Senna, Cad?
Yeah, how was it from? I think it was like lap 17 to nearly the end when you had that, like, I think it was like a 4-car train behind you.
Yeah, I just tried to stay like in the slipstream of the guy in front of me. I think it was Omega. Not too sure who it was. And I always thought that I was gonna catch Morris anyway because he needed to pit, because he pitted in like lap 5 or 6 to Haas, and I was like, no way they can go to the end. But they did. So I don't know how he did it, but yeah. Crazy.
Oh yeah, you were the one that went soft hard as well. Wait, did you?
Yeah.
You went 9 laps on softs, and everyone else was going like 6, 7 laps, and you somehow pulled it off. But you were losing positions to. I know you lost one to, I think it was Cassidy, who eventually retired from the race after having a spin out.
Yeah,
and then you eventually gave up the ghost.
A crazy race to see just on track. I was just like, everyone in front kept crashing and spinning, and I was like, what is happening here? And I was just like trying to keep Zander off me because he was close all the time. And yeah, in one or another way, it worked out.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic considering that the real races aren't that close, but this race, wow. See, this track can produce great racing if the cars are actually made to race closer to each other.
Yeah, it was like in quali as well. I think it was like 2:10 between the top 10 or something.
That was mental.
It was close for the whole session from quali to the last lap, and yeah, I really loved the racing today. It was really good.
Yeah, just quickly to say, in the top 4 teams separated by 6 temps.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I know we had like same difference in GP2 last season, and yeah, it's always a good feeling to have such a mixed lobby and such close drivers.
I just noticed, I think, sorry to interrupt, but I just noticed that the 15th and 16th place drivers, Magna and X Gamer, got the exact same time. But because Magna set it first before X Gamer, he got the higher position. And that's the tiebreaker when it comes down to, because of course the reason why it's the first person to set it is because they have less grip, therefore they have a disadvantage. So it is seen as more of an achievement. But yeah, well done on your 3rd place, and I believe we need to go to the next point of action, and that is, I hate to break this to you, gentlemen, we're going to Monaco next week.
Okay, bye.
I was going to ask Mac it.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. I was going to ask Mac it, but he's not here. I'll ask him later. But yeah, Monaco, the legendary street circuit that is Monaco, the absolute behemoth that is Monaco. How are you guys going to prepare for this one?
I don't think you can prepare for Monaco. I mean, it's do time trial as quick as you can for qualifying, and I hope you don't get taken out into turn 1. If you can make it past turn 1 with no damage and you're in the top 5, you're on for a good race. but getting past top one is in everybody else's hands. It's not even in your own hands.
Absolutely.
Gonna be carnage. Just the only
It will be interesting. Cadwell, what are your thoughts on this Monaco track?
I don't like Monaco. Never will, never have. I think the one thing I'm going to be controversial here and say, why do everyone go there?
I mean, the cars are too wide, in my opinion, to go there. I think they should make special cars that are like wide enough to overtake. COVID again, and then replace it with Turkey, Mugello, or the Nürburgring. And again, the same case would be made for Canada and Baku. But yeah, thank you, gentlemen, for being on here tonight. Cadwell, I think that's a wrap on this, don't you think?
Yeah, I do. Senna, did we speak to Senna just then, or?
Yes, we did speak to Senna.
About Monaco, Senna, have you got anything about Monaco?
I don't have anything to say about Monaco.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I just want to get rid of it as soon as possible. So.
Welcome to the club.
Okay. Well, thanks again for the top 3 for joining us.
And congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations as always. And we'll be back next week, as we say, in Monaco. And thanks again, Logan, for joining us.
No problem. I'll be back next week.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. So see you in Monaco next week. And it's goodbye from all of us. Goodbye.
Good luck.
And good luck.
Yeah.